If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam.
We're checking out oil now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
We're checking out oil
How's it going? Looking for a Paul.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Paul.
Oh, he's back in our appliance department.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess the appliance Paul.
Oh, the appliance?
Yeah.
Oh, he should be right over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha, man. Thanks, bro. Oh, God. Yeah, you can start it. How's it going? My name's Gordon. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Okay.
Say again?
On a mission?
Yeah.
What you got?
Paul, right?
Yes.
I just want to have a conversation about the girl's been talking to you on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just talk here in private if you want.
Okay.
Cool, man. How long you been working here for?
A few years.
Nice, bro. Well, I appreciate what you do. My dad was a manager at Home Depot for the longest time, so I know the struggle and I know the grind when it's with places like this. So I just want to say I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate you keeping the world going with kind of giving people appliances, making sure they can live and all that. So thank you for what you do. But yeah, no, I know you're a good dude. I know you work hard, so I just want to have a conversation with you about it. That's all. It's not to antagonize or to put you on blast or anything like that.
Sure.
But I just want to clear things up. I'm sure you can understand. Do you kind of know why I'm here to talk to you about?
Sure, I know. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Appreciate you, man. Why's that?
What's that?
Why am I here to talk about?
Probably conversations that we've had.
Fair enough. Yeah, I appreciate your
I'm not
honesty.
going to bullshit you. We've talked.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. And that shows me that you're a good employee and that you do the right thing. So, how old is?
Last I think she said she was 12.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate your honesty.
Are you in relation to her, or I mean, you just?
Well, I'll just tell you, you're being honest with me. We have a group called Kid Protectors USA. We just make sure that kids don't talk to adults, adults don't talk to kids. It's a two-party thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, well, I guess when did y'all start talking to each other?
A few months ago.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I mean, you said you're not going to bullshit me, and I believe you. So how'd the conversations kind of go with her?
At first, it was just friendly. We were just chatting.
For
being
sure.
Friends.
Of course. Did it ever get to a point where it was a little bit risque at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey man, it's the internet. It happens. How did it get kind of risque?
We talked about, she didn't have a boyfriend. I said, okay, we can talk about that. But am I in any trouble here? I mean.
Oh, I'm not here for that. No, I'm just here to talk to you.
I'll cut conversations with her. I'll.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I just kind of want to figure out why it happened, if it'll ever happen again. And obviously, I think you do the right thing. So I'm not worried about that.
Right.
So kind of about her boyfriend. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, she talked about wanting a boyfriend, and none of her boys at school didn't like her.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, I guess this was a match that kind of made sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just kind of talked, and we liked each other, and just,
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
so not a real issue.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. She's not.
Okay.
And you're transparent with me. I'll be transparent with you. It's
Okay.
only fair. Yeah. So, did y'all talk about kind of getting in a relationship together?
We did. Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
A few years ago.
Oh, okay. So this is starting to kind of make some sense now. I get you.
Yeah.
When were you all supposed to kind of hang out with each other?
We never really set a date on that. She was wanting to hook up, but obviously now I know it's not real. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, and just be honest, it's fine. I have the messages here. What did y'all talk about to kind of doing together?
Well, we talked about doing things.
Okay. Was that something that was going to be forced on her, or that you were going to leave up to her to try?
Up to her.
Okay. So you were only going to her if she was like wanting to or okay with it.
Right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty on that. So you wouldn't have or anything like that,
No.
just
No.
consensual. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Were any pictures sent?
Huh?
Did you give them consent to
No.
recording?
No.
Yeah, you guys are being recorded right now.
Okay.
Well, we're in a public place, or there's no expectation of privacy. It's a public place of business, but we're just having a conversation here. That's all. Not here
I
to.
did not give consent.
Okay, yeah. I'm the surveyor that just happened to walk by and saw your set.
Got it. Got it. Well, Paul, do you just want to go talk outside about it, or?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I think I'm giving you a courtesy by just having a talk with you about
that,
this.
but I didn't know this was going on, so.
Well, it's for safety. It's just
Right.
so you're going to be assured I'm not here to blackmail you
I'm
or
at
try
work-
to.
I'm at my work business here, so it's.
Right. Well, it's not to put you on blast or anything like that. It's not
You
to.
obviously are.
Right, but it's not to tell them what's going on. Like I haven't told anybody here what's going on. I don't intend on doing that. Okay, but obviously, I don't want you to turn around and say, "Well, I threatened you," or "I like did this to you."
No.
Right, but you understand it's just my insurance, right?
Right.
It's not.
Right, but
So I mean, if I were in your position, I would just tell them like, "Hey, we're just having a talk here. It's fine." And that's. I mean,
Okay.
if that was. If it was up to me, but you can
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
no, I'm cutting ties with this. I'm sorry. I'm at my work business here. You're kind of disrupting my work now, so
Okay.
I appreciate that, and I'm going to cut all ties.
Right. Well, Paul, I hope you understand that. By me coming here, I'm doing you a courtesy.
Okay.
Like, do you live alone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to go to a place where there's neighbors looking or anything
Right.
like that. I just came here to talk to you. Like, obviously.
We come here to where there's people working and stuff, so it's
Right.
kind of the same scenario, but yeah.
Right, but I'm talking in a lower voice. I'm obviously
Right.
like I'm not saying anything about it now, right?
Right.
So.
Okay.
I hope you can understand my side because I think you're a reasonable guy. I mean, you can understand why this needs to be addressed.
Okay.
I mean,
And it will be addressed. I apologize. And
okay. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you bringing it to my attention. And I shouldn't have done it. You're right.
Well, right. And, when you're being honest about it like you are, that's just the type of person that I think you are. Like, you're an honest person. You really are, okay? And I promise you that camera is not physically picking up what we're saying. It's more so that this doesn't happen, right? And I'm not here to, yeah. I'm not here to do that to you, but
I'm at work, so it's
I get it. But I'm just trying to make an uncomfortable situation as comfortable as possible, right?
Okay.
Like,
So what's your outcome for this? And then what are we looking at here?
my ideal thing would be a handshake.
Okay.
And then but obviously, I'm not going to read all the chats here, but I'm just wondering, like, were there any like pictures sent or anything like that?
There were.
Which pics?
Of me.
Right. It's kind of what we do online, but like, what kind of pics?
Of myself.
Okay. Were any like, well,
No, just pictures of myself.
okay. So I wanted to ask about this. If anybody passes by, I promise you I'm going to be quiet, all right?
Okay.
Were there any, did she ask you to take a picture of like your lower half at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many of those lower half pics were sent to her?
1 or 2.
Okay. Of your,
Yes.
okay, that's not too bad. I mean, trust me, you can go through my Facebook chats, you'll see my, it doesn't matter. I do got to ask though, because some of these messages here, they're pretty risky. I'm not in the business of reading them out loud. It's not to, again, it isn't to shame you. It's you just get through this together. I promise you. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'll put these away for now. We don't.
These are on the way.
Okay.
All right. Well, Paul, do you just want to kind of go outside and talk about it, just away from everything? Because again, like obviously, if you want to stay here and the cops come, I mean that's
No, that's.
totally fine.
You
But
don't have to bring the cops into this. I'll go outside and talk to them.
yeah.
Police are already on the way.
Okay. Well, Paul, we can just go outside and talk about it. Well, we can leave, and if you want to just go outside and talk to us for a little bit, we can do that. That's fine. All right. I'm not here to cause any trouble, sir. I'm sorry.
I'm not in trouble, right?
Dude, I'm not the one calling them. That's why I'm offering you to come talk outside with us.
I'll have this conversation with you. Handshake is good.
I'm fully open to a handshake, bro. We're leaving, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
How they work like
Yeah, man. I mean, we can go, I guess, behind the building, because if they pull up to the front, I don't know. Like, what do you think would be best? I mean, you know this place better than I do.
I want to bring the police into this.
Hey, I mean, your wish is my command.
Why are you being so cordial about this?
Because I think you're an actual good person, dude. You're not somebody who, like, if I thought this was a situation where they'd be, I obviously wouldn't be talking like this. You know what I'm saying? So,
Never mind. Son.
right. I think a slight mistake shouldn't be the end all be all to anything. Yeah. Where do you think's best, man?
Right, it's fine.
Where people are walking in? Probably not. Maybe just.
What do you want to ask me? What do you want to ask me?
Well, how about the like little fire thing right there, whatever the hell that is on the wall?
What do you want to ask?
Kind of just about some more stuff. That's all. Because, you know, it's about just making sure this gets stomped out. Because the best possible thing, this gets fully addressed, and this never pops up again, right?
Right.
So, yeah, we can talk right here. Just be at a distance. I don't want to stick anything in his face. You can even face this way if you want. I just want proof that I'm not trying to hurt you or anything like that. Right. So.
When you have the conversation, do you have everything I've said to her?
Yes, I do. So did I mean, were you hoping for like what were you hoping for with just realistically?
Sure, let's do friendship at first, and then we started talking about, you know, little things. And
Okay. Were you hoping this would be like a one-time thing, or more of like a see where it goes, or
just maybe see where it goes, see
Okay.
how our friendship goes. But
no problem? Did he ever talk about somebody else at all, or no? Okay.
well, she did. She had her friend.
Okay. Did we talk about
Madison.
doing anything with her friend at all?
Huh?
Did we talk
She was
about?
brought into it. Yes.
Okay. So like a type deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, I wish I could score like that. So yeah, like I told you, man, Mandy is obviously not a real profile, but the reason I'm bringing her up is because there's been some type of pattern over the years with this type of stuff. I'm not saying that you've met any chick online or like met them, you know, when to go meet him or anything,
Right.
but I want this to stop. I don't think you need trouble, probably some help, right? Or at least some guidance in the right direction.
Right.
When did this stuff start for you online, like with younger chicks like this? Oh, we can, I'll just be quiet then.
Please. Hi.
so
How's it going?
you wanna call
My store manager called. Yeah, they just
were
had,
you involved?
yeah, they just were videotaping us in the store, and we can't have that.
Yeah, we're outside now, but
Yeah, we
Okay.
came outside.
So you're one of the people that was doing the videotape?
No.
I wasn't videotaping anything. But at the
Are you with that group of people?
at the moment, I don't have anything to say to you, but maybe I'll talk to you in a little
It's a
bit.
yes or no question, man.
At the moment, I have nothing to
Right
say
now,
to
I'm
you,
trying to
man.
do my job.
At the moment,
It's
I have
a yes
nothing.
or no
I
question.
have nothing to say to you right now.
So that'd be so it's a no then.
I don't have
It's a
anything.
yes or no
I don't have
okay.
anything to say to you.
Forget about it. So my basic question for you, and for your store manager, who is he over by the door over there?
Yeah.
The one poking his head out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's somebody else. No.
Yeah, sure. If
You
you
know
want to go
what
talk to
he's talking
them.
I mean, if you could get him on the radio real quick. Basically, what I need to know is if you guys want him to leave, and if you're willing to sign complaints on that.
No.
Like that's what I got.
Yeah, no. I mean, we can go off the
Just
property if you
Just having
want.
a
Because
conversation
it's my
now.
understanding that they've already been asked to leave, and they're still
Yeah.
here.
Well,
So
we're
that
out of the
was my
store.
understanding. That was my
They're still on the
mistake.
property.
Oh,
So you have
Paul,
fun.
do you want to leave the
Yeah,
property then? We can leave the property. That's no problem. I was not aware. I thought they just meant leave the store, but we can leave the property. No problem.
I'm just having a conversation with these guys, so.
Okay,
And I didn't realize there was-
conversation's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I have no issues with
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, officer. We can leave
There's
right
really
now.
like there's no expectation of privacy in the store. I mean, it's
Right,
just
right.
if it's since it is a private
Right.
business.
Yeah, yeah.
They
We're
has to leave, and you seem to know all about that.
yeah.
which is
We
great.
we can absolutely go off the property, officer, if you
For-
think that's best.
For my side of this, I just got to know whoever it is, just so that I can document who I spoke to and who essentially was referenced in this call. You know what I mean?
I mean, are we suspected of a crime or?
Well, you were asked to leave. You didn't leave.
We
so
did
at this
leave.
Point,
So we can.
No,
I'm
you
offering to
actually
leave the
didn't.
property.
if you want to get technical about it, you did not, because you are still here. So that is where I'm well within my means to identify everybody that I'm talking to. Okay. Now I understand you're not doing anything wrong,
Right.
per se, like the video recording or just having a conversation.
Right. Yeah. No.
You're not
No.
recording.
We're happy
You're not
to.
doing anything wrong,
Right.
per
Right.
se.
Well,
I'm not
exactly.
saying
We're
that.
we're
Like,
we're happy to leave the property, sir.
but I mean, right when I walked out, you were kind of coming at me with a little bit of hostility there, and I admit I answered in kindness. For that, I do apologize.
Right. Right.
But
Well, we're happy to walk off the property. If you're up for it, man, it's up to you.
just it's not actually my fault. You guys just hang out for 2 minutes until my car was taken, okay? Because I just happen to be the first person to get here. That looks like, oh, that's not him either.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Paul, I'm willing to walk off the property with you, and just I don't want to cause any trouble here. It's not what I'm here for.
Really,
But
and at this point, there's really no trouble being caused, right? Like nobody's getting hurt.
So we're free to go,
You
or-
guys are just calmly.
yeah, exactly. So can we?
Not
Can we
yet.
what am I detained for then? What am I suspected? What crime am I suspected of? What crime am I suspected of, sir?
Well, I've asked for your ID, and you haven't given me your ID.
Oh well, here you go. You can take that. Then turn it off.
750 at Texas.
After that, I expect to fully be allowed to leave.
I have an ID together. 6750 at Texas file.
But yeah,
Better than I thought.
yeah. Well, I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
I think it's the beard that does it.
Well, maybe.
6750. That's going to be 39932.
Good to go off the property after this.
2.
I mean, are we done here? I mean,
Well, you can be done at any time, but I just want to talk about some more things. But it's totally up to you, man. But yeah,
How do just for my own curiosity, do you guys have like questions for like how Menards does its business or anything like that, or
no, I'm not. I mean, I don't.
this kind of thing?
Yeah, no, I don't live here in town. I mean, it's a
That's fair. I mean, you got the Texas driver's license.
right. No, it's all current. Yep.
Which is good. Way back in the day, about a solid decade or so ago, I worked for a different Menards, not this one, but I worked for Menards for about 3 years.
How old are you now?
33.
Okay,
So,
got it. Yeah,
a while
well,
ago.
we're both 40 technically.
But well, this says you're 20.
Well, I mean, we passed this 40. What I'm saying. Like,
That's fair. Had me a little concerned there. I'm like,
yeah,
there's enough of a similarity that I
right.
look like you, just with a shorter beard.
Right.
You know. How long have you been growing the beard for? I mean, that looks like it's been growing out for a while now.
Well, it's been probably like, oh God, maybe 4 months. 4 months, yeah, something like that. I would have to guess. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if we're cool to leave, I mean, I'm not here to cause a single shred of trouble for anybody. So.
How long have you worked at Menards? Just out of curiosity.
30 years,
30? Wow.
28.
Close enough.
Yeah, they're gonna
Rounding up there.
They're gonna have a statue of him at some point.
That's
I just
it's
was
not a bad gig working on Menards.
I'm sure nice benefits,
I
pension.
worked at the
Sure.
Crystal Lake store.
okay. I only worked here in that Kearney.
So what's the interview about?
I mean, that's not something I want to talk about right now, but who knows what we might know in the future? You never know. But I'm fully willing to leave the property. That's not an issue at all. But yeah, like I said, if you're down to come off the property, Paul, I mean, we're down to just talk.
I'm at work. I can't right now.
Oh, you can't?
I'm at work right now.
Okay.
But yeah, let's talk.
Hey, where's the camera at? Oh, God, I didn't even see it. Yeah. Well, if we're good to go, officer, I mean, I've given you my ID, and I'm fully willing to leave the property. Thank you. Yeah, Paul, we can just go across the street or whatever. I don't want to cause any trouble here, so.
It's just not, they didn't have permission from me.
Well, yeah, we're willing to leave though, Josh.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So.
You're willing to do that without police around.
Well, you know. Well, can we go now or? All right.
Free to go, man.
Thanks, man. You want to go across the street, or Paul? All right. Is Paul also free to go? Or?
I don't have anything.
All right.
I'd let you know on something. Want to situate this and get this taken care of.
Yeah, Paul, if you don't mind, we can just go across the street. Yeah. Yeah, well, we are. I'm just seeing if he wants to come with us or not.
There's a parking lot.
Okay. All right. Got it. We may talk again. Okay, let's go. Go. Black officer knows what's up. He knows. Oh, dude, that is so based. Yeah, definitely there. Just a little bit more. Well, there's some more stuff. I'm sure you know. Yeah, I'm sure you know there's a little bit more to talk about relating to this stuff. You're good? Okay. Are we technically off the property?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they'll be at a distance, not here to stick anything in your face. Face this way. So, like I said, it was a fake account kind of put on you because there's been a pattern over the years of kind of this shit happening. I'm sure as you understand. So, you've been very honest, so I don't expect anything less. When did the young girls sort of hit you up online? No, just young girls in general, like younger ladies under 18.
Nothing. Not just,
Okay. Well, how do we come across?
well, you probably made a fake account.
No. But how did?
Oh, she was a suggested person on Facebook.
Okay, fair
I
ff.
just added her and then I said hi.
Well, let me ask you this: have you had to block people for being underage previously?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did that start happening?
A few months ago.
Okay. How many girls have you had to block because of that?
A few. Probably 10.
Okay. So you see how there's been kind of a pattern of these accounts hitting you up. I only have control of me,
Right.
but these other 10 girls. I mean, how old? What were their age ranges?
They didn't really say. So,
But-
but they were younger pictures, obviously.
But you blocked them for being underage.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they? I know they always try to saying it. What age do they? I know you don't know till you see them, but what age do they tell you?
Huh? Maybe 15, 14, 13.
Okay, so nothing too crazy.
No.
Okay.
no.
How did they talk to you? Like, how did those conversations go with them?
Well, I didn't have conversations with them. Really the only one.
Okay, fair enough. Did those other girls try to have conversations with you and try to like?
No.
They tried.
I tried to reach out to them, but at that point I just deleted them. They didn't reply.
Okay. How many of them ended up replying?
No, none really, except
Okay. But you tried to talk to 10 other younger
I've
girls.
reached out to say hi.
Sure.
And that's about it.
What were their responses?
I didn't get any.
Okay. Do we have this app called Telegram?
Huh?
Do
I
you-
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who got you to get Telegram?
Huh?
Who got you to get Telegram?
I did just one day.
Okay. Do you think do you know what I'm going to ask about Telegram for? Like, you know what I'm going to get at here?
It's probably for sites and stuff.
Okay. Well, I don't have an issue with it. But do you know what I'm referring to?
Probably job.
Right. So you're an honest guy. I know you're not in the mid. You're not the kingpin of anything.
Right.
But do you think what you've seen on Telegram has been the most appropriate?
No, obviously not.
So I'm more concerned about how that stuff's kind of started for you. Because basically I think some of these messages were said because you've seen some up shit and just kind of warped your mind. Like you work too hard. You're too good of a guy to be into this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to ask you this directly. Have we seen a little bit too much child Telegram?
There has been some, yeah.
Okay. Where do you think it's coming from?
Not sure, honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
Some people post them on there, some don't.
Do you think it's like well, is it more so in groups or is it individuals or both?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you? So what was your first exposure to it? Like, was it in a group or was it an individual?
It's an individual.
How'd that kind of go?
Just offered to sell some.
Okay.
So
So
he gave me some samples, and that's about it.
okay. How much did he charge you?
He didn't charge me anything. He just gave me some samples.
Samples. Okay. Were these samples like pics, vids, or both?
Just pictures.
Okay. What did the pictures show?
It's young girl.
Okay. If you had to put an age range on it.
Maybe 12, around there.
Okay. Nothing too crazy.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. What's the youngest you've seen some idiot post on Telegram?
About that.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to guess, like how many different times have people sent that stuff to you?
Not much. I mean, a couple times, but I didn't really pay for anything because I wasn't really interested in it. But
Just the samples?
yeah, this is
Okay. What percentage of those samples were videos?
maybe one video if at all.
Okay. What was the video?
Some girls.
Okay. How old did she look? 12. Okay. So you think that was kind of the limit for what they posted?
For that anyway.
Yeah, of course. So did that? How long was that video of that 12-year-old?
10 seconds.
Okay. So when they're posting this stuff, is it like links to these videos or pictures, or is it just in the chat, or how does it kind of
Oh,
go?
it's just in the chat.
Okay. So when did that start for you on Telegram? These idiots sending
A
that?
few months ago.
A few months ago. Okay. So this all kind of started like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how lonely would you say you are?
Me?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So kind of getting there. Fair enough. I see. Has anybody on Telegram like sent anything that was crazy young that you had to like just instantly block out? No. It's only been 12-year-olds.
It's been around from my guessing their age. Yeah.
Right. Well,
Nothing younger. No.
what I'm asking is like anything of like babies, toddlers.
No.
No. Okay. So you do have that Android phone still, right?
I do.
Okay. Assuming we did a scan of the phone and what's saved, do you think you have some pictures saved that you probably shouldn't have saved?
Probably.
Okay. What do we have saved that we probably shouldn't have saved right now?
Teen girls.
Okay. Teen, like what ages?
Between 12 and 15, 16.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, and I know you're not going to tell me the exact number because how would you even know? But like, if you had to ballpark how many child images you have saved on your phone, what are we thinking?
10.
Okay, nothing too crazy.
Serious.
Okay,
No.
cool.
Like I said, it's only been a few months.
Got it. So how did this attraction to minors start for you? Like, what do you think it was?
Just like younger women in general.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that. I mean, I like being an 18-year-old, but you think it just kind of could have just kind of crossed the line a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
No problem with that. Has anybody hit you up to trade on Telegram? No. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
I hate to inconvenience the fried pickles, but now's pickle time.
Pickle time?
Dude, I love fried pickles. I just asked them to order food.
We'll be done here. I mean, I got to get back to work.
Dude, yeah, man, I'm wrapping up here.
I know you want to get the most information, and you want to make sure I don't do this again.
Of course, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate not bringing the police into this.
Dude,
I'm gonna have to explain to my boss what's going on.
yes, absolutely, but actions have consequences, right? So, so I do got to ask those people on Telegram that find you. Take me through the process of how they find you in the first place, if you could.
A lot of times it's through another website like Instagram.
Living his life. I love it, man. They find you on Instagram. So how does that go?
They just ask to chat, and then I chat, and then they want to talk on Telegram, so we go over to Telegram. And that's when I
Okay.
find out, and then that's when I end it.
Right. So these would it be fair to call them child sellers?
Probably.
Okay. What do they portray themselves as on Instagram? Because you say you kind of get bamboozled on Telegram. What do they portray themselves as on Instagram?
Younger women, teens.
Okay. So when they send you these pictures of these kids, is it saying, hey, these are my photos, or these are like somebody else's?
Those are somebody else's.
Okay. Got it. Do they ever send those mega link things?
No, I don't have mega links.
Okay. Have they put mega links in the chats?
What is that, like a...
Like the mega dot whatever things in the chats at all? Or
Oh, I have seen them, but I don't click on those.
you don't click on those? Okay. What would the layout of one be like if you were to click on it?
I don't know.
Okay. So you sure you never clicked on those? Okay. Shoot, excuse me. These Instagram accounts, are any of them American that you know of, or?
I would assume most of them are, but you never know in this day and age.
Okay, what makes you think they're American?
The girls look like Americans.
Okay, got it. And with a child that they put in the chat, like, are those mostly like white girls, black girls,
The
Hispanics?
ones I have seen, they were Asian.
Asian. Okay. Got it. Are there any other apps you know of that people try to peddle child pornography on, or?
Just Telegram is the biggest one.
Okay. Have you heard of any other ones with that happening? Okay.
Honestly, no.
Are you?
All I've used is Telegram.
Got it. Got it. I guess what compels you to save these photos?
Loneliness, I guess. You're right. I mean,
Any other reason? Okay. So realistically, what do these photos do for you, like hormone wise? Like what do they accomplish for you?
obviously, they're a turn on when you see a younger girl.
Yeah. Especially when they're only developing, they're fresh. Yeah, I understand. How often are you taking those photos?
Once every couple of days, if that.
Okay, so it's not like you're in the break room. Okay, just a couple times a week.
Yeah, if that.
Okay, that's fair. Did you ever think that this could lead to some issues down the line, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you've read the conversation. We talked about that.
Yeah.
In trouble and stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, how in your mind were you thinking of avoiding parents?
Maybe meeting up at a park somewhere to hang out.
Okay. You tell your sister you have a boyfriend. I'm not reading all these, man. You both are very pretty, especially for being 11.
Doesn't matter.
Would you consider yourself a
No, but I mean, obviously, this isn't a good example.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
You got at least you got a sense of humor to kind of joke about it. Have you ever thought to yourself, I may be? Oh,
Sometimes. Yeah.
okay. Have you ever thought like, hey, I need some help for this, or?
I mean, I've never done anything with a younger person.
Uh-huh.
This is really the closest I've ever been, really.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, because here is like kissing you girls, kissing every inch of your bodies, including your parts, to be respectful. Why'd you want
I have fun.
to? Yeah, hey man, I like kissing too. I'm a guy. You never yourself or yourself. I'll guide you and show you how to do it nicely. You two can play with my at the same time. I'll teach both of you. I mean, how excited were you about this? So realistically,
It was a fun conversation.
I get you. Is your phone? Do you have a phone passcode on there?
No.
No passcode.
I do actually. Yes.
Is it child adjacent at all? How many digits is it?
Huh?
How many digits is it?
4 digits.
Okay. Is there any 13s or 69s in there? 'Cause okay, for my peace of mind, what's the passcode? Because some of these people use these numbers for,
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to share that. I'm sorry. Passcode is my passcode.
What does it represent?
Huh?
What does it represent?
Represents my banking.
Your banking?
Yeah.
Like last 4 digits of a number, something like
Yeah.
that? Okay. Wait, is it, you sure about that?
Yes.
Which bank account?
Huh?
Which bank account?
I have changed, but
Okay, so it's your checking account or savings?
both.
Okay.
My account overall.
Okay. Got it.
Why you asked that?
Well, because some of these, they use certain numbers to basically signify they're into child pornography. So
Okay.
just for my peace of mind, I'd like to know what your code is, just so I know how deep we are into it. You know, that's
It's nothing.
I'm not going to, take your phone or anything. I'm just asking. Like,
I don't know that. So, I mean,
well, I have no authority to. I'm not a cop, but
2 of the same numbers 4 times. Or four numbers, 2 of the same numbers.
okay, got it. So basically, we got to delete some child pornography off our phone. And you say you have like 10 images on there of child,
Okay.
and it's on that phone right there. Thank you for your understanding, officer.
What's going on today?
Well, basically, we have a group. We catch online child across the country called Poachers, and we're from Houston, Texas. But we have arrested 47 states, convictions in 40, including here in Illinois. And Paul was messaging who he thought was a 12-year-old girl, and he was very sexual, arranged or solicited to meet up multiple times, sent a picture, admitted to all of that. And, we were filming inside the store, and he said all that inside the store. But then when y'all came, I was hoping he would admit to child pornography, but we didn't get to that point yet. And then after y'all left, that's when he admitted to possessing child pornography on his phone. Is that kind of correct, Paul? Okay, and it's on that phone? Okay. So, after he admitted to child pornography, saving photos of like 12 to 15-year-old girls, about 10 photos, that's when we called y'all back.
Okay. Well, we got some stuff you gotta do.
Put your hands behind your back.
Good.
Paul, did you drive here?
Here, Chris. Let's do it. All right, what's up, guys? You see Paul, not Rosen, getting cuffed right now. We caught him. He's a manager at Menards here in Fox Lake, Illinois, but not for long. He admitted to us to wanting to have a 12-year-old girl and to possessing child pornography on his phone. So there's an open position at Menards in Fox Lake, and the 30-year incumbent here is no longer here. So adios, Paul. Full video will be on Locals.
Did any of the stuff in the store get reported? Or?
Like stuff in the store?
Like any
Oh, yeah.
Stuff? Okay.
Yeah, we talked to him in the store, but...
Are you meet up with us for all that?
Yeah, we'll go to the PD and dump everything. Yeah.
Well,
We like phone numbers, my
Yeah, no, we're full cooperation now, but
yeah, I dealt with this one time in the past, and it went terrible.
Yeah,
They
but
started deleting everything.
oh
once
yeah,
the
hell
cops got
no. No, we want these people prosecuted.
Yeah,
That's why we were just like very silent, because yeah, I know a DA would be more happy about like child civilian chat logs, so that's why I wanted him to admit to child before we all got involved. But no, we full cooperation. We want to show up to court and all that shit. So
you guys are based out of Texas, though?
correct.
Just...
Yes.
if we can, I don't think we need to like take anything. We can download anything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go check his car.
Dude, that was so smooth. Paul. Dude, way better. Bitch ass Waukegan.
Fox Lake's gone cool.
Yeah, good. You're right. They don't f around.
Even with this one, right here on the left.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, y'all didn't trespass," but I told the manager or whatever. I'm like, "Did you trespass us?" Because I had him recording.
Yeah.
Like, that he's like, "No, I don't want them to trespass." And he's like, "No, I don't want them to trespass." And another cop there, he's like, "Oh, well, I guess you guys aren't trespassing." So
Yeah.
we're not trespassing.
Yeah, no, that cop, he knew what was going on. He's like, the cop, I'm like, we'll be in touch. And he's like, yeah.
Wait, the cop here?
Yeah, the black cop, he just kind of looked at me and he was like, he just kind of nodded, and I'm like, we'll be in touch.
He wasn't asking like super pressing questions.
Right. I think he's either seen us or he knows what this is.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll be in touch. He just kind of smiles and just kind of nods. He knew he'd get a call soon. Dude, yeah, man. All right, guys, be sure to join Locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos, early and uncensored. And we travel the most, catch the sickest, and create jobs. We have an open Menards position now. So Poacher supports local communities here in Fox Lake, Illinois. So pinned comment. And he just told me on camera that he was messaging who he thought was a 12-year-old girl, and that he wanted to have her send pictures and all that stuff.
What app did they use?
It was all on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have it all in email, our profile, his profile, the full chat logs.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our Locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.